don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that, but a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap, that's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed, the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause ice on the wrist, now bet you wanna be famous, huh?
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check out. 674. Hey, run 3.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, echo.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Out of the gun, Luck. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a little bit different size than they're used to seeing in Chicago, playing the middle linebacker position. But undersized or not, his speed is absolutely overwhelming. And when he arrives with a thump. The city of broad shoulders loves Roquan Smith.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get it.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
180! Mike 50! Red,
now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Ben Gideon in on the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
You got nothing.
Red, Mike 50, run.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Yeah, that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing again on second down. Luck is going to fire one deep. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run on second down with Cohen. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Trubisky will throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's taken down inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And there was absolutely 0 pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Hey, orbit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check.
On first down, Trubisky. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 2nd and 12, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They go play action with Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky with his second touchdown here this first half. As the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered.
And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. On first down, Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown here in this first half. As the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, but it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Luck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Luck now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 35, Vikings 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Locke. That's to Cook out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Locke lets it fly for Treadwell. And now here is another interception. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watch my board. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Deuce. Hey, watch this. Watch this. Lock in.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Taylor Gabriel. Brings up second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Go.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing on second and 14. Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
To throw is Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Hey, Haywood.
Again, Locke. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First target, first catch, and a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Block on 3rd down. Open man, David Morgan, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run, Cook, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Play action. It's locked. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. Wouldn't we clip out the box score? Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike, 54. I got you, son. I got you, son. Hey, Alpha. Fresno.
Now Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Trubisky now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Lock in. Alert.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. This is caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Vikings 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Locke. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here we go on 4th. Locke. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Locke. And Diggs has it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Locke throwing again. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Locke. Now he'll escape to, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Akeem Hicks able to run it down for a loss of a yard. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. From the 50, it's Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They snap it to Locke. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get the ball.
They go play action. Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold them just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
We got to step it up. 12. Mike, check.
On 4th down, Locke. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't